I felt the vibration before I heard it. A message. A single line flashing on my lock screen while violins warmed up across the hall. Don't react. She's lying to you. No name, no number saved, just the words, calm, surgical, delivered like a diagnosis. For a moment, the noise around me dissolved. Guests laughed, glasses clinked. My wife chatted with the makeup artist as if nothing in her world was cracking open. But something in mine was. My thumb hovered over the notification, heart steady, breath controlled. I opened it. Screenshots. 2 people. A chat thread. Her name, her handwriting, her life, split open with clinical precision. I read every line while my face remained a mask. She wasn't talking about me, but describing me. To someone else. Someone she trusted enough to confess how boring, broke, and naive her husband was. How she needed time before making the move. How she was done pretending. The walls of the dressing room felt tighter. Then she turned, smiling, adjusting her sister's veil, and asked me, "Everything okay?" I nodded, because I had learned something important in that moment. When a lie finally reveals itself, it doesn't scream, it exhales. Quiet, poisonous, unmistakable. And mine had just drawn its first breath. It hadn't started today. The message only confirmed what my mind had been circling for months. The late-night work calls, the sudden need for space, the new passwords, the way she recoiled just slightly whenever I asked who she was texting. Subtle things, forgettable things, but my memory keeps everything. I remember the night she left a wine glass in the kitchen with a lipstick shade she didn't wear. I remember the perfume that lingered on her jacket, expensive, sharp, not her scent. I remember her sister hinting about stress at home when I'd never mentioned anything. But the betrayal wasn't just romantic, it was deeper, strategic. She was rewriting me behind my back, turning me into someone lesser, someone that fit her narrative of escape. The screenshots showed her tone, cold, dismissive, a woman tired of her husband but too comfortable to leave him yet. "I'll figure out a way," she'd written, a plan, a timeline, and a man, her coworker, comforting her, encouraging her, telling her he'd take care of everything once she was done with me. The pieces were aligning, not just infidelity, preparation, a double life built quietly beside mine. And now, at her sister's wedding, standing beneath chandeliers and applause, she played the devoted wife, the supportive sister, the charming hostess. But I felt it, that faint tremor behind her perfect smile, because lies are heavy. And today, she had brought all of hers with her. I didn't confront her, not yet. She would expect anger. She would expect reaction. She would expect the man she described in those messages, emotional, predictable, wounded. So I became something else, quiet, observant, still. While she moved between tables greeting relatives, I slipped outside and made calls of my own. First, a private investigator, one I'd hired weeks earlier when the unease had become too precise to ignore. He had results ready. He just needed permission to send them. Second, a tech specialist who had cloned her phone 2 days ago. He confirmed the backup. Every chat, every deleted file, every photograph that never reached my eyes. Third, a lab technician for the DNA test. It wasn't for a child. There wasn't one. It was for something else, something she had sworn was true about her past, her family, her identity. A foundational truth I suspected she had forged long before she forged our marriage. Each call was a quiet step deeper, a staircase descending into the underside of her life. Inside the hall, her laughter echoed. I watched from the doorway as she leaned toward her sister's boss, whispering something that made him laugh. She loved doing that, performing innocence while hiding the knife. My phone buzzed. All 3 sources. Reports ready. Evidence complete. I exhaled, slow and controlled. The storm inside was rising, but my face remained calm. Not because I wasn't breaking, but because breaking was inefficient. I preferred precision, and precision takes time. The email arrived during the group photos. 3 PDF files. 3 truths. I opened them one by one, each colder than the last. The affair, documented. 6 months. Multiple locations. Dates that aligned with her work retreats. Her identity, altered. Not legally, but socially. A past she had scrubbed clean before meeting me, hiding debts and relationships she claimed never existed. Her messages, crueler than the screenshots, detailed fantasies about leaving me, humiliating me, making me someone she used to know. I didn't shake, I didn't sweat. Emotion is loud, and I had no use for noise anymore. She approached, linking her arm through mine. "You look distant," she whispered. I handed her my phone, told her, "Read it." 3 words. Even. Controlled. She scrolled, her face fractured, slowly, beautifully. The kind of collapse that can't be hidden. Where did you get?" Her voice broke before the sentence did. I looked at her the way she had once looked at me, like something disposable. She tried explaining, rambling, begging. But desperation has a sound, and I had already stopped listening. The truth wasn't loud, it was silent, and it sat between us like a knife she had forged herself. The moment came without effort. Her sister's boss approached, congratulating the family. My wife tried to compose herself, failing spectacularly. Then her sister said it, a joke she'd planned all week. "This is my brother-in-law," she laughed, "the unemployed loser my sister told you about." Silence. Tight. Immediate. The boss turned to my wife, saw her cracked expression, saw my phone in her trembling hand. "I see," he murmured. Her sister laughed again, confused. Then the boss smiled, polite, businesslike, and said to the bride, "You're fired." Gasps, shock. My wife's sister froze. My wife turned pale. She tried to defend her, tried to explain, but the boss had read the messages. Every slur, every manipulation, every plan. I had forwarded the entire report to him minutes earlier. Not out of revenge against the sister, but because the truth is a scalpel, and I knew exactly where to cut. My wife grabbed my arm, shaking. "Please, please don't do this." I looked at her fingers on my skin. Then I removed her hand, slow, final. "I didn't do anything," I said. "You did." I walked out before the chaos settled, before questions formed, before the family split down the middle. The winter air hit me like clarity. She chased me only to the doorway. She didn't cross it. Maybe she understood that some thresholds don't allow return. I didn't need closure from her. Closure is a door you close yourself. The truth had already done its work. Clean, cold, precise. As I stepped off the venue stairs, I felt something strange. Not peace, not triumph, just weightlessness. The kind that comes after cutting a cord you didn't realize was strangling you. I didn't look back. She had spent months rewriting me. Today, I erased her. And that was enough. Final line. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is simply walking away without leaving a shadow behind.